Hi guys, this is Bree at Initial Attraction, and I wanted to do a quick little video today to talk about Senegence skincare products. Meme and I get tons of questions about what Senegence skincare products we use and love, and how often we use them, and what we know works, and what we've seen results with, and how, tips and tricks for how to use them, and things like that, how we apply them. And so I thought I'd do a quick little video to just fill you in on what is part of my regimen, and see if that is helpful at all, because they have some really, really wonderful products, and I use a fair amount of them. But just to keep in mind as we're talking about this, I'm actually pretty lazy when it comes to skincare. The days are long and the nights are very short where I am with my kiddos. I am still up quite often in the nights without realizing that I'm going to be. So by the time the end of the day rolls around, the last thing I want to do is wash my face. So please just keep that in mind as you're hearing all of this. There are a lot of products that I use. I don't necessarily use all of them every day. My skincare regimen needs to be quick and easy because I'm usually getting up late. There's a laundry list of things to do before we get people to school and things like that. So just keep that in mind. And if you are consistent with your skincare regimen, I mean, my God, imagine the results that it could have for you. So just to start with, one of the things that we especially love about Senegence products is, in their skincare products, is that they have this Senaplex complex. And what that is I'm just gonna look at my notes so that I make sure that I explain it correctly because it's a little scientific. Basically, it's a kinetic enzyme that works to affect the way cells grow from the bottom layers of the skin to the top. So that means that these skincare products with the Senaplex complex are sinking into the bottom layers of your skin. They're going in so deep, and then they're working to regenerate those lower layers and then work their way up to the top with that beautiful, fresh, gorgeous new skin. So they're deeply hydrating. They're very moisturizing. Even if you have oily skin, the idea is that you kind of moisturize it and work from like almost the ground up with those bottom layers, and it'll help take care of those things. So as I mentioned, I'm not big on washing my face, but, and as you can see, these are all my products. I'm actually at my house right now. So these are truly products that I use. I mean, there's not a lot left in here, which kind of goes to show that maybe I do wash my face more than I think I do. Anyway, so I don't wash my face as much as I'd like to. I tend to wash it in the morning in the shower. But this is the 3-in-1 cleanser. I use the dry. I think Meme uses the normal to dry. But this is great. I never thought that I would love a face wash. To me, face wash was no big deal. I thought they were all kind of the same. They either got my face really squeaky clean or they were so gentle that it didn't seem to even take the makeup off. And this is really the best of both worlds. It's very gentle and yet it gets the job done. My face feels very nourished. It's not dried out. My skin tone is even when it's done. I don't have to like rush to go put moisturizer on like I usually do. So I really love this 3-in-1 cleanser, and a little bit goes a long way. And that is true for all of Senegence's products because they're all very concentrated. So a tiny pea-sized amount really takes care of, if I'm in the shower, my whole face, my neck, and I'll even kind of wash here as well. So a little goes a long way. So after I wash my face, I use Climate Control. So Climate Control is a moisture delivery system, and they say that it's moisture in its purest form, and it's so gentle. It's almost like spraying water on your face. It's so gentle, but this is hydration that the particles are so small, it seeps way down and it's getting way in there. And in fact, because the particles are so small, you actually have to use a moisturizer to seal it in. So you can't just use Climate Control. You've got to follow it up with a moisturizer so that it stays in and does the job. So I spray a little bit of Climate Control into my hands. I probably do 2 or 3 sprays, depending on if I have washed my face and I've been taking care of it the way I'm supposed to, I can get away with just 2 sprays. If I haven't been doing what I need to, usually I need a 3rd spray in there to take care of my face and my neck. And then at this point in time, that's when you can use Senoserum C as well, which Senoserum C is stabilized vitamin C, so it increases collagen production. It takes care of like pollution and things like that in your skin. So I rub that around, put it on my face, and then I follow up with a moisturizer. So I love the daytime moisturizer I use for dry skin. I love many things about it. So one of them is, I think you can see, like I only have a little bit left in there, but you can see that this canister is, I mean, it's clean. It's using every single last drop. Like there's nothing in there that I have to work for to get back out. And that is one of the great things, is that everything gets used up with this guy. If I really only need like 2 pea-sized pumps to do my neck and my face. I might even get away with 1 if I've been washing and using Climate Control regularly. So the daytime moisturizer is really nice because when I put it on my face, it sinks in, it moisturizes it, but it doesn't leave it looking shiny or greasy. So it's just primed and ready to go for when I want to put my makeup on, which is really nice. Now, if it's nighttime, there is an evening moisturizer, and this is really nice as well. It's totally different. It has a completely different consistency. It's a little bit thicker. It's and it's getting you ready for that sort of like rejuvenative nighttime sleep. So this is a wonderful product as well. And the thing to keep in mind with Senegence products is, for the most part, their skincare and makeup products all have what's called a mechanical shield built in. So instead of SPF, they have a mechanical shield for sun protection. So it works kind of like zinc oxide, where if you put, say, zinc on your nose, everything under that zinc oxide would be protected. And that's how the mechanical shield works. So unlike SPF, let's say you put your moisturizer on and then your foundation on, and they both have an SPF of 15, you have not actually increased your SPF coverage. You still have an SPF of 15 on. In Senegence's case, because they use a mechanical shield, if you put your moisturizer on, which has a mechanical shield built in, and say your tinted moisturizer on, which has a mechanical shield built in, you're just layering on top those mechanical shields, and you're increasing your sun protection. So it's nice that the products kind of work on top of each other in terms of keeping you safe for the sun. So the other thing that I use after my moisturizer in the morning is the eye cream. I love the eye cream. Meme loves the eye cream. We will probably always have our hands in Senegence one way or another because we love this eye cream so much. So it's very, very gentle. It sinks in. It like glides on. And so it makes it really easy to put it on without like increasing more wrinkles. And it also helps when you put your makeup on, your makeup glides on, so you're not making more wrinkles in that really tender area under your eyes. I love it because a little bit goes a long way. Like I've had this for, I think, like 6 months at this point. So, and I use it all the time. I use it morning and night. I use it religiously. Even if I don't wash my face, I use this. So, it's fantastic. And like I said, it just glides right on. The other thing that I like to use sometimes is, this is called Eye Illuminator. So it's eye cream, but it has a little bit of pearlizer built in. And so what you can do is you can put it on, and it just kind of, shimmer is not the right word, but it's like an illuminator for under your eyes. And so sometimes I'll use that instead of like concealer under my eyes. It's just really nice as an alternative when I don't necessarily want to do like a full face of makeup, or when I'm around on the weekends and things like that. So that is basically my skincare regimen for the most part. Some honorable mentions of some things that I don't necessarily use every day, but that I do enjoy. Nangai oil is something that I use quite a lot, especially in the winter. So Nangai oil is, it's actually an oil, and you can use it on your cuticles. You can, sometimes I'll add it to my conditioner to make my conditioner a little bit more moisturizing. Sometimes I'll add it to my daytime moisturizer. Like if I've been outside and I have windburn, I'll add some Nangai oil. I'll pump a little of my moisturizer in, and then I'll add a drop or 2 of Nangai oil, and then I'll put that in, and it just feels really, really healing. I also add it to my Shea Body Butter. So, and I don't have a Shea Body Butter here right now, so I'll talk about that in a minute, but I'm out. I used it all. So Nangai oil, Meme has seen success with using Nangai oil on some of her areas of psoriasis, and I have seen success with Nangai oil on eczema. I have been getting these weird eczema patches, and so I've been using this either alone or mixed in with the Shea Body Butter, and that has really reduced some of the symptoms of the eczema for me. So, so Nangai oil is awesome. Shea Body Butter, as I was saying. I don't have one to show you because we've used it up, because everybody in my family uses the Shea Body Butter. So I use it as a body butter. I also use it on my hands at night. My daughter Alice, she uses it on her hands. We put it on her hands and then we put socks on her hands. And when she wakes up in the morning, it takes care of some of the calluses and dry areas and things like that. And then my husband is an electrician, and so his hands get totally roughed up during the day, and so he'll periodically use Shea Body Butter at night just on his hands as well, and that takes care of a lot of those rough spots. So like I said, it's sort of like a family-wide product. Some honorable mentions of some things that I these are probably things that I don't use as much as I should. So one of them is this detoxifying moisturizing mask. I use this, sometimes when I take a bath. If I ever have enough time to take a bath, I'll put this on and maybe read my book and then take it off. It's really super soothing and gentle. So it's not a rough mask or anything like that. The other thing that I am always trying to use more often, but as I mentioned, I don't wash my face often enough. So this is the polishing exfoliator. And so basically it looks like this. It's kind of gray and it's got little granules in there. It smells so good though. And basically the goal is to use it about once a week to just exfoliate your face, because the idea is you had these like sort of dead skin cells and you want to get rid of those so that this new skin that we're working on rejuvenating from the bottom of the layer up can work its way up to come to the top and be this beautiful, gorgeous new skin that you've been hydrating and taking care of and all that good stuff. So that's where the polishing exfoliator comes in. It's really gentle. I've used exfoliators that have these like big gritty pieces and just kind of like it almost hurts, and this does not hurt in any way, shape, or form. So the last thing, I feel like this is more of an honorable mention, the Collagen Night Pack. I keep trying to use it, but I just have not been consistent with it. It comes with a brush. You put it on at night and you brush it all over your face. It feels amazing. And people have said that they've been getting amazing results from it. I just have not been able to use it consistently enough to be able to speak to whether the results are true or not. But my experience in using it has been great. I mean, it's totally different. It's cooling. It feels wonderful. I just need to use it more often. And then a couple of other honorable mentions I have not used, but I've heard amazing, wonderful things about are the Lifting and Firming Neck Cream. People are saying it's like a miracle cream. The other is the brightening multivitamin treatment. So that one especially I was paying attention to because I've had some little dark spots from being pregnant. And so basically it helps to brighten and even your skin tone. And I've heard really, really good things about that. So those two are kind of next on the list for us to look into and to try out. But that is basically my skincare regimen in a nutshell. Like I said, I don't use all these things all the time, but try to wash my face, try to use Climate Control, definitely use the moisturizer, the eye cream, and use the moisturizer and the eye cream. The eye cream religiously more than anything else. But I do use a lot of their makeup products as well, which are also hydrating, also have Senaplex in them, also have Mechanical Shield in them. So we will do another video where we talk about just the makeup products that Senegence offers that I use, because I use a lot of those really differently than they're kind of intended, just to make my life easier, make my morning faster, things like that. So even though we've, like I said, demonstrated a lot of products here, this is not a long regimen. This is not a complicated regimen by any means, but it definitely is something that I love. I notice the difference, and many of these products, I will never go back to anything else. So once again, the eye cream. So if you have any questions, let us know. We have testers in store for a lot of these things, especially like the eye cream, the Nangai oil. I mean, not necessarily everything that we've talked about here. However, we can order anything that we have talked about in this video. So stop in, give us a call, let us know how we can help, and definitely check out our Senegence makeup video when you get a chance. Thank you.